Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And this is part 2 of, our first video, you already found out your season in under 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be talking about each of the individual seasons and what they represent. And we're also going to be talking about what happens with hair shifts, because it's very critical when it comes to color analysis. So,
And we get a lot, the way we were able to get you into a season in under 3 minutes is because we talked about your hair color.
right.
Some color analysts will say, no, you've got to include skin tone, you've got to include eye color. We're going, at the end of this video, to disprove that myth.
So getting you into the 4 seasons, you really don't need much but your hair color. And that's what makes the 4 seasons a little bit easier and our user-friendly guide.
General. This is general because we aren't suggesting you stay in the 4 seasons. We want to take you all the way through all of the dominant characteristics that do include skin tone, that do include eye color, and so forth. But basically, this primer is based on all of the TikToks we saw, all of the Instagram reels that we saw that basically talked about the 4 seasons, and it got complicated, and how can you don't need that. If you watch part 1, you now know your season in the 4 season system.
All right, so starting off strong, light and cool, which is a summer.
Right. So you looked at your hair, you determined your hair was light, you determined you had no red or gold highlights. You are now a summer. And basically a summer is cool, soft, with a muted appearance. I'm a summer in the 4 seasons palette. My skin tone may be cool, and it's like very fair to medium, say, the summer is. And I have a hint of a rosy, maybe a rosy undertone, but sometimes I don't. But most importantly, my hair is usually ash blonde, light to a medium ash brown, or silver, and I have a soft and muted appearance. As Sarah and I like to say, ishy. My hair is grayish. My hair might be blondish. My eyes might be bluish. So I am kind of ishy. I'm not really clearly any one thing or the other. And my colors, if once I've determined I'm a summer, I look good in cool, soft, muted colors. Always. If you
think like pastels. That's kind of the best way to put it.
Or a tranquil landscape. If you're looking at a misty summer morning, with lavender and soft rose, dusty blue, soft pinks, soft greens, soft grays. I keep saying soft over and over again. Muted, soft. Basically, you have a soft and serene look if you're a summer. Now your hair is still light, but you have red or gold highlights in your hair. You might be a golden blonde. You might be a strawberry blonde. You can definitely see red or gold in your hair, and you determine if you're light and warm, you're a spring. Now, a spring, because you've got that extra bit of color, that extra bit of warmth, you are a brighter season. You might have your hair is light, and it ranges from the golden blonde to the strawberry blonde, even a light brown if it's warm enough.
Right.
Your eyes generally tend to be bright looking with the hair that color. Your best colors are warm and fresh and light. Think of spring flowers.
Yeah. Like the green grass and the turquoises
blooming
and the
gardens.
Right.
So soft peach, light coral, warm pink, light greens, leaf green. When a leaf first unfurls,
like that
green color.
Yeah, yellow green.
Sunny
that's just
yellows.
Intense.
So basically, your palette is brighter than the summer palette with more color. Now, how does that relate to hair? Summer hair doesn't have a lot of color. We have no red or gold highlights, so our hair is, for the lack of a better term, cool. Once you become, if you say you've got red or gold highlights, you have color in your hair. Obvious color, which means that your palette will have more obvious color, and it will be warmer than the summer palette. You've determined you're deep and cool. That makes you a winter. Now, winters have a high contrast appearance, but there will be no red or gold in your hair, so you'll have the cool hair, you'll have lots of contrast, which makes you vivid and striking in terms of that contrast. Your winter colors are the same. They mirror your hair's relationship to your skin tone with bold, vibrant, jewel tone colors. If you look out, at a winter landscape, if you're looking out the window, you might see snow, the light color. You might see the bark on trees, that's the black color. You might see berries. You might see evergreen. The sky might look like a jewel, like aquamarine. Or looking at it another way at night when you're driving around looking at Christmas lights. I always think of this. Christmas lights, they look like your palette. They're bright, they're bold, they're jewel tone. Mm-hmm. And that would be your palette because of the relationship of your hair to your skin tone.
And then lastly, we have our warm and deep, which is our autumns.
Of course, Missy here. If you saw red or gold highlights in your hair, but your hair color is medium to deep, and remember we said air on the deeper side, you are an autumn. Now, autumns have a warm, rich, kind of earthy appearance. I always think of cinnamon when I think of autumn. I think of cinnamon when I think of you.
Yeah.
Spicy. Your complexion may have a warm undertone, might not. Hers doesn't. Your hair color is always warm, always. So that is the one absolute given, and it's deep. Another absolute given. It could be auburn, it could be chestnut, it could be golden brown, it could be deep copper. And your eyes might be warm, they might be hazel, or they might be a deep blue. Mm-hmm. So again, that's not written in stone. What is written in stone is that your hair is deep and your hair is warm. And your colors, your palette is that. It's cinnamon. It's deep. It's warm. Picture a southwestern landscape, or picture a forest in autumn with the foliage changing, the burnt orange, the rich browns, the moss greens, the deep golds, the terracottas. They look amazing on you. And as long as you have this warm, muted vibe going on, with an earthy quality, you can wear olive, you can wear mustard, you can wear rust, you can wear deep red. Those are for you. Now, we've told you a little bit about the season. You seasonalized yourself.
Right.
You wrote it down. You wrote down your 2 characteristics and the season it represents. Now, there will be an inevitable question that is raised by people who've had color analysis done before. Why are we focused on hair color? Well, we're going to show you. Everybody knows that celebrities go from one hair color to another hair color all the time. It's constant, especially the blondes. So we picked a blonde, Jennifer Lawrence. And we are showing you Jennifer Lawrence with red or gold highlights in her hair. In this case, they're golden, and that makes her spring. And we're showing you completely devoid of those golden highlights, and that would make her a summer. Remember our guidelines. Light and warm is a spring, light and cool is a summer. Now, you say, well, is she really? I mean, maybe her skin tone doesn't change, her eye color doesn't change. Maybe the hair didn't matter that much. Look at her with the colors from her proper palette going by her skin tone. What we're doing is taking a wardrobe and complementing part of the color that you wear, which is your hair color, and making everything look harmonious. And on the left side, we've done that with colors from the spring palette, but on the right side, we've done that with colors from the summer palette, and it works. So basically, the hair for the 4 seasons, we're not taking it any further or going into any greater detail, but for the 4 seasons, all you really need to do is examine your hair color. And the proof is in the pudding.
So we have just started off with the 4 palette system right here, and we hope you had a great time learning about it. Now, if you want to get more in depth, you want to learn what role does your eye color, what role does your skin tone have in this, what role does the overall depth of your hair or your tonality have in this, subscribe, because that is what we are doing. We are going through each of the palettes because each palette has its pros, each palette has its cons.
Well, each system
has
its pros.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So each of the systems that we talk about, and some of the systems we haven't even delved into yet, like there is a 3 palette system. Who knew? So
there's a 6 dominant characteristics
right.
system, a 12 palette system, a 16 palette system,
Mm-hmm.
and they go on forever.
Right.
And we teach all of them so that at the end of this journey that you take with
Right.
us, you will have all of the knowledge to take every nuance in your own personal colorscape or in somebody else's personal colorscape, deal with that to create a color palette that is as unique and beautiful as you are.
Absolutely. You will learn your best colors. You will learn the best system for you personally. You will learn everything you need to know about, even if you want to change your hair color, what that does, how you need to adjust for that. You will learn it all here. So I highly recommend hopping on over to our Patreon page, which has a bunch of amazing color analysts and people who just absolutely love color. And it's such a great place to have like-minded people where we can all just hang out and chat. So
And some great educational
yes,
downloads.
I'm going to throw in that you do get free downloads if you're a member, a paid member. I mean, come on, why not? It's a good time over there. But also you can follow us here on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. If you want to help us out here on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I did it right. I did it right this time. So thank you for joining us today. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
This has been another color class, and we'll see you in our next video.